It's Theme Park Thursday Live with Dillos Diz. Featuring Frank. And Jen.
This is Theme Park Thursday Live with Dillos Diz. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank for the next 30 minutes. So we're actually not going to tackle 3 topics or subjects. We got one big topic.
Change, everybody.
We're changing. I like to change. Are we doing change for the sake of change? How can we do that? We hate change for the sake of change. Well, here we are. We got one topic today. There was a lot of little topics, like even 14 minutes ago, like the Disney Parks Twitter handle dropped, like, hey, just a reminder, Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular on December 19th. So, there's little things that just keep popping up. We announced the Festival of the Arts dates that keep popping up. And we could tackle all of that because on the podcast, we are in the middle. We have just begun. We have only just begun.
Yes.
We've just launched the 12 days of Dillos Diz social media ohana.
Yay.
Horn.
It's happening.
That's March Madness.
And really, in reality, every other year we've done this, we have really just begun the interviews. So, hey, we are like so far ahead of ourselves.
We only have
2 left.
We've done 10 already.
It's amazing.
Which is great. So we did an early drop last night. We did that because our guests are West Coast. So we're like, let's get an extra night out of the West Coast, folks.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian and Sam from DCL Duo joined us for the very first time. So the audio of that podcast actually on our YouTube channel, on all the podcatchers, and we'll have 12 consecutive days of podcasts with 12 guests that you have never before heard on Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz. Maybe I'll reveal some of those names over at dillosdizresort.com immediately following this Theme Park Thursday live stream right here at dillosdizresort.com. Of course, is our Patreon membership with levels beginning as low as $1 per month. That $1 gets you into the one channel Discord.
A teaser.
But the $5 level gets you into that post show.
That's right. Just saying. Let's just do some good mornings for a second. Good morning,
mornings.
Steffers, the newlywed. Again,
Aww.
times 2. Good morning, Ryan and Lewis and Jeffers and Lexi and Dr. Val. Am I missing anyone? I think I got everyone so far. Thanks for joining us.
I know we talk a lot about the Steffers and Jeffers podcast that we want.
Yes.
But whenever I see Lexifer on the chat,
you think maybe
I'm like, just the furs. It's like the O-Nighters, the Wonders, the furs.
I know. Well, and Jeffers and Steffers, the podcast, possibly the Jeffers, Steffers, and Lexifer podcast has competition because me and Jeffers have a big one in development. I don't know when it's coming out, but there's a big one in development. Also, Lewis has a lot of questions today, but I did notice before, as we were getting started, there was like a lot of philosophical discussions going on, and I don't think we have time to get into all of that. Maybe that has to be in our post show, and I have to remember all this because there's a lot happening. Lewis wants to know, 1, what are you wearing? 2, is your heat working? And 3, where are you? So maybe start there.
Okay, so this is always I usually wear my retro 40th anniversary zip up that I've had for 10 years now. Clearly, one of my favorite things to wear.
It's probably at its peak because it's been 10 years. So.
On my head is my Star Wars. Walt is at its peak. Now I'm listening to what you're saying after the fact. On my head is the Star Wars wool cap. It was cold, very cold outside this morning, walking the 5-year-old to school, and I have yet the heat is on, but I have yet to warm up. And then this is just a different angle of the bedroom today where you can see less crazy. I've shifted to the bedroom today. I'm playing with fire, quite honestly, because I never think the signal in the bedroom is that great.
Right. Lewis, does Jen look super professional today? I appreciate that, Lewis. I have been sick as a dog since Sunday. It's taking all of my energy to just sit in this chair right now. So if I am looking professional, then I am faking it until I make it. So thanks.
Well, there's you get all the secrets revealed here on Theme Park Thursday Live. While we go into what we're going to talk about here for the next 25 minutes, let's just like the video while you get a chance. What's up, Daddy-O?
Hello,
Like the
Daddy-O.
video while you get a chance and show your love and support for us during the holiday season.
Thanks so much.
Okay, so Jen texts me at 7 a.m. and she's like, do we have 3 topics? Is this a Vlogmas we're doing for Theme Park Thursday?
I just keep telling Frank that Theme Park Thursday Lives throughout the month of December should be Vlogmas editions. He thinks it's cheating. He's very big on these rules when it comes to Vlogmas. And then we were like, yeah, let's do Vlogmas. And then I have the nerve to be sick for 5 days. And I'm like, you got something? You going to post anything? What are you doing?
You know, and there's times that we do content on dillosresort.com, such as the post show, where last week I was like, Jen, I know I'm going to have to do the majority of these Vlogmas editions because I'm going to be in the city and I can record everything that I see that is holiday related. And then she's sick. And I'm like, well, there we go.
Nope.
Here we are.
I got nothing.
But what's up, Theme Park Rob? Theme Park Rob, thank you so much for your Secret Santa gift. That is also a part of Vlogmas and all the things.
Hooked you up.
I got hooked up big time. I was surprised to see. Well, I wore the tie and I didn't take a picture. So next time I wear the tie to work. I will post pics because I got a lot of compliments, and it's also fun to because it's should I pull it right here while I'm here?
Yeah,
we have 23 minutes to talk about.
Yeah, we still have plenty of time.
Where's my phone? I'm gonna relive history right here.
Yeah. Isn't your phone in front of you? So funny. It's just so funny.
Right, so it's the stained glass from.
Oh, that's very cool.
Beauty and the Beast, right? So especially like I wore black the other night, so it was my pop of color. As it were.
Nice.
And a lot of people, it was fun to see, like, oh, it's like church stained glass, very nice. I'm like, it's Disney's Beauty and the Beast. I'm not that religious. And then other people are like, oh, Beauty and the Beast, that's awesome. And I was like,
Merry Christmas to you. It's Disney.
Jeffers is, waiting on the Seinfeld pitch recreation. I mean, maybe we'll save that. That might be a Christmas Eve special. We'll see.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Put that on the list. Jen, you supposedly have a list of our Vlogmas episodes, right?
Did
you make a list? Did you put something? Is there a thing that's shared on this thing?
There were 2. There were 2. That was day 1 and 2.
Oh no.
That was it.
Let's
there
move
was
on.
Nothing else. I actually did. We were going to do something on Sunday. And I was like, oh, good. This can turn into a Vlogmas, maybe more than one Vlogmas. No, I was just asleep for about like 10 hours that day. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh, well.
So to wrap up the plugs, right? We got Vlogmas going on.
Yes.
We've made it through 8 days already somehow. So we're 1/3 of the way there. Like we won. First day of 12 days of Dillos Diz social media. Ohana has begun with DCL Duo. We'll reveal some other names at dillosdizresort.com immediately following this live stream. That's our Patreon account. One channel Discord, don't forget. And then, just to say, we're both on TikTok together as Dillos Diz, and individually now, Genelo Talk. Improving Frank. I think we have the same number of followers, and I'm very impressed with your TikToks. You are very consistent with your views, and I'm like, he's got to have a lot more followers than me. No, same. Same. And then I see all these TikToks, how to turn your views into follows. I'm like, yeah, how? No, that doesn't work. Get out of here. I know, I'm just trying anything at this point. Like yesterday, I'm like just seriously cleaning my closet in the middle of the afternoon. And I'm like, oh, this Islanders jersey has a lot of autographs on it. I don't recognize any of the names. Let's find out if TikTok can help.
Where's my Turgeon jersey? Still in. It might be still in the same spot I left it in.
It is 44 forever Facebook user. Hey, we got 21 minutes left. Let's. I'm going to share the screen. Share screen for this.
Share my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Can everyone hear me?
Share. So the Disney Parks blog here posted something, I believe it was yesterday. 12 things for adults to do at Walt Disney World Resort. I mean, I think we talk about this a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the people in this group talk about this a whole lot. So I just want to break down, because obviously in the author, Jacqueline Logan, public relations manager, there's going to be some like marketing in here.
Right.
She's really going to try to sell me on stuff. I want to see if we can come up with maybe some of them would just be spot on. Like, okay, great. And then there's others that I'm like, could this have been phrased better than a sales pitch? Is really what I want to talk about, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
I'll be taking out my BFA in public relations to see if I can relate to the things mentioned in this article.
Okay. Celebrate the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. So that's obviously the biggest sales pitch right there. An unforgettable moment in Disney history. Who posted? Did I see this on TikTok? No, I'm mentioning TikTok. This is bad. This is so bad that I'm watching TikToks all the time.
All in. You're all in.
I saw a TikTok that was from the TV show Wings. Do you remember the show?
I sure do. Love that one.
So on the TV, it was Tim Daly and Steven Weber and Tony Shalhoub in like one of his first main roles. So it was on after Cheers. I think it was technically a spinoff of Cheers, but it was that's it. I just give you the whole NBC must-see TV schedule from the years 1984 to 1993.
Reruns could be seen on TBS for many years.
So one of the things that it was very funny, they had the custodial character whose name just escaped me entirely. So if you remember Wings and remember who he was, a Sandman in Spider-Man 3. You see Tom? No, that's not C. Thomas Howell. Whatever his name is, just let me know what his name is. So he says something about a rumor, or that I heard that they're gonna thaw out Walt Disney for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, and I heard that Goofy's gonna flip the switch. So everyone's like, is this a thing? I might have seen this on Twitter now that I think about it. But is this really a thing? Maybe, stranger things have happened lately. And I think that should be discussed. Yeah. Pretty standard number one.
What was number one?
That was number Walt 2. Disney World. That was number one.
I see number 2 on my screen. I got all confused here.
Right.
Okay.
Because the banner keeps dropping down.
I see.
So it's confusing me. Recreate a childhood photo. Hey! I am all about this one, as I did this.
You're welcome, Disney Parks blog, for giving you this idea.
Thanks for checking out our Instas, and every time I tagged Disney Parks in those cases. Thanks for doing that. How come my photo is not in this blog? The one that Theme Park Rob took in front of Carousel of Progress. We could have done that one right here.
Seriously.
What, because I was by myself? Is that why? Well, I was by myself in the 1981 picture, too. Jen wasn't alive yet. That's fine.
What a sad, sad time of the world.
Thomas Hayden Church. What did I say? See Thomas Howell? There you go. That's close. I got the Thomas right. I would have thought of that without having to do a live stream here in the moment, but there we go. Everyone laughing now. Agreed. Jen, I think you have to get on this train eventually, too, of the recreate childhood photos.
Yeah, I think we've
done a couple.
Yeah, we've done some together, but yeah, I need to do some of mine alone. What I need to find is I need to go up to Minnie and give her a little kiss and look so in love. That's a good recreation video.
So number 3, embrace some holiday magic. Is that what it says? I'm off the share screen for a second. Embrace some holiday magic. All right, you already told us to come to Walt Disney World, but now we're telling you to come to Walt Disney World now. Right, during the holidays. Just come right now. You've got 2 weeks to get here. Let's go. So to me, that's experience now through December 31st. I mean, you're speaking to us a little bit because we plan on the short term, January 2022. Yeah. But there is, I feel it's funny that on top of, you just had the 50th anniversary celebrate at number 1. Yeah. But that's not good enough because you have a whole entire year for that. Come right now. Right. So we're up to 3. 2 of them are go to the parks. Okay. Well, just go to the parks. Okay. Number 4, have fun at an EPCOT festival. As I mentioned, stop it with this banner dropping down so it blocks the title. So they just announced the Festival of the Arts from January 14th to February, I guess President's Day week or somewhere in there. So there's a 5 to 6 week time frame right there. I again, always when this comes up, I need to know how long each of the festivals are, because holidays are obviously that 6 weeks or whatever. Flower and Garden does Flower and Garden start in February these days and go, or does it go May through July? Because I feel like it used to start in May. It might start earlier now because everything starts earlier than it used to, right? Yeah, Food and Wine is obviously 14 months long now.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And isn't all of this food and wine just with different things thrown in?
flowers. So yeah, I guess if someone can remind us of the flower and garden time frame these days, I just find why people are loving Festival of the Arts so much these days that I feel like it deserves a little bit of a longer time frame. Maybe flower and garden dips a little bit into April now with Easter and things like that. I'm not entirely certain.
True.
Number five, experience your favorite attractions. Okay, so you're going to celebrate at the parks and then come for the holiday magic. So we get it. We're in the parks. What do you think we're doing?
Now go on some rides.
Go on some rides.
Yeah.
I saw, again, I'm going to reference TikTok here. I've turned into Jen, everybody, right before our very eyes.
It has happened.
I saw a bit with Tom Papa, the comedian. I think it's an old.
Did you see it on TikTok?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok for sure. 3-minute comedy bit, and he was talking about taking the kids to Disney and really taking them so that they never want to go again. Of like, oh, I know you don't want to put on sunscreen. I don't want to apply the sunscreen. I hate applying it just as much as you hate wearing it. Okay, fine. Let's wear no sunscreen for 10 hours. And it's like, and when they get back into their own bed at the end of the day in their cool sheets, they'll never want to, so the whole thing about like you end up going on 2 rides and, walking 25 miles because you're letting them be in control of what they want to do because it's their trip. So they want to go to It's a Small World and then go 25 miles across the park, the other ride. And that's the 2 rides you go on. See, Jeff saw it on TikTok. Jeffers and I working into the same algorithm. And to say, it's true. And just to say, the is that your gig? Is talk about TikToks? I know, I got it.
There's no sneak peeks as to our future.
I'm happy that my algorithm has changed in the 2 weeks.
Yes, finally.
I've been on TikTok now. So I'm actually seeing the things I'm interested in instead of inappropriateness. Now, that's not to say that. What am I saying? I should save that. I'm going to save what I'm going to say for Dillos. No spoilers. Moving on to number 6. See the parks from a new perspective with
Hello,
Run Disney.
Life in the Parks.
Okay. So, hey, Life in the Parks, what's up? So we have Celebrate at Walt Disney World. We have go embrace some holiday magic. We have the attractions. We have See the Parks from a different perspective. But I just...
Come to the parks at the busiest times of the year. That's what all these are. Holidays, festivals, Run Disney. Okay.
You're right. And granted, we're not, this blog isn't telling us that we have to do all of these things in like the same time frame. It's just, over the course of your life, maybe. Yeah. I still will say and maintain, and my body in no way feels like it will ever be able to do it, but the half marathon is probably on some kind of bucket list.
Yeah, the 5K's on mine.
The 5K, you're not going to do a half.
What? Get out of here. I'm barely going to be able to get through a 5K. I'll probably walk it, so. Walk the streets, run the curves. That was me in high school around the track. Walk the streets, run the curves.
Indulge in delicious treats. Well, I appreciate this blogger because it mentions the Mickey ice cream bars and the Dole Whip. That's the opening part of the sentence. That's all I need. I only need those 2 treats on my Walt Disney World trip, but there's other things.
Yeah.
What else is what is a must-do treat, Jen, besides those 2 for you in your gluten-free lifestyle?
Wah, wah. I'll count a chocolate shake from Beaches and Cream as it, although I have to try it again and perhaps with a better straw because something was different last time. But I know a lot of people feel very strongly about the Mickey pretzel. Mickey pretzel's in like every Instagram picture, I feel like, of Disney influencers. Yeah. Popcorn on Main Street. That's a must-do snack, probably.
I feel like I don't get that every time. As much as I
don't
say,
either.
Walking in, that I'm going to do it. I don't.
It smells so good.
I know.
I'm trying to think.
It's just the smell that we need. The beignets for Jeffers.
Of course, Peter Pan float. I did try the Peter Pan float, courtesy of Jeffers on the last trip, which was delicious. I'm good. I'm probably good now.
Yeah, the chocolate shake. And you also had a beef with the whipped cream the last time, I believe.
Yeah. Yes. Something was different all around.
Meet up with friends at Disney Springs. I think this is a good one. I think this is a good one for people who, again, who is this blog speaking to when it was written? Because I read all the Disney Parks blogs, so I'm like, okay, well, you're not, and I don't expect them to tell me anything I didn't know. But for people who are like just thinking, I gotta go to Magic Kingdom, I gotta go to Animal Kingdom, I gotta go to Studios, I gotta go to Epcot, like they're not thinking about Disney Springs. So this is always a good time. This is like a nice, yes, you can just meet up with friends at Disney Springs and get the Disney feels the same way, the night breeze if you want on occasion.
Yes,
it's all good.
No, I think and that's it's also good that if you are not that big into the parks, or maybe you're going with a group of people, like this can kind of be your thing and you're just going to hang out and, you know, test out some different foods at different places, bar hop a little bit. It's a good time.
Yeah. What is your next correct. What is since you spent 17 days at Disney Springs? Hey, Anthony, you spent 17 days at Disney Springs in July consecutively. What would you say is your next must-do Disney Springs?
Well, I still, considering I did spend 4 entire days in a row at Disney Springs during my 2-week trip in July, I still have not been to like Homecoming. I still haven't been to Morimoto. Like, yes, I have not been to these places still, and all I did was go to the same places over and over. Even during that trip, I was at the same place multiple times. So my list remains the same for everything, and Homecoming really needs to be a next stop, I think.
Lewis is mentioning the Chewbacca cookie at Backlot Express. I did see this. I went with Landon in May to Backlot Express for a late day lunch, I would say. I think it was like our 4th meal. Who knows? And then and I know the Chewbacca cookie did look appealing at the time. And I was like, I can't overdo it. I don't want to stuff myself. So.
Yes, Anthony mentions Raglan Road, which I have been to, and I love. Frank has not been there, which is crazy. You have just grabbed a drink and then left the premises pretty much. So yeah, we both need like a trip dedicated to Disney Springs, which will never happen, and actually see the places we haven't been to. But then when we go, we're like, oh, but I want to go to the place I know and I like.
When we went to see the Party in concert in September at House of Blues, originally I think that was discussed of like, let's just focus on Disney Springs. But then you went to Disney Springs 1,000 times, and so we're like, all right, so we'll go to the Poly and we'll go to Epcot.
Right, exactly. This is basically our mantra, Lewis. So that's true.
Do it again and again.
Yes, and Jock Lindsay's. Jock Lindsay's is always a stop, and that's someplace I went to multiple times on my last trip, and I had been there every other trip. So that's definitely a must do.
And it's very hard. It's very hard to see seating available at Jock Lindsay's and not want to do it when you haven't done anything. You know, like that's the thing. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do Jock Lindsay's this time. I did it last time, and the three times before that, and the 7 times before that. But I don't want to do it. And then you see, like, oh, look, there's an indoor seating. How I gotta go.
Right. So. Oh, I can take in all the little details of the restaurant. I never get to be inside, but I love it outside too. Yeah, and get some views. You got the Disney breeze. Come on, so good.
So stay in the Magic at a Disney Resort hotel. I mean, it just kind of screamed as a money grab.
Yeah.
Would I have preferred it saying explore a Disney resort, dine at a different Disney resort, like something that just doesn't say, we know that you're staying off property, but you haven't lived until you stay at a Walt Disney World Resort, which isn't wrong. It isn't wrong to say that.
Yeah.
But I get a kick out of just like stay. You got to stay here. All this other stuff, you got to stay. Stay here.
You have to be on the property. And I mean, if I had it my way, a deluxe bed every time.
We were just talking with one of our 12 days guests last evening about value and moderate. And, deluxe and Jen's mantra, deluxe mentality. What is it? What's the phrase?
Deluxe mindset on a value resort budget. Anthony, I'm intrigued by this. Piano Rob and I are working on a number together. We love Piano Rob.
Yes.
Yes.
We want to know more information. The 3 more left. Number 10, which spend a day park hopping. Listen, you're making it very difficult, Disney, to park hop these days with your dynamic pricing and your big swing to add a resort and how much more money it is, and no annual pass is available. I don't like it.
After 2 p.m., there's a lot of rules. Why can't I walk into a park at 9 a.m. and go, no, this is too crowded, I'm going to go to another one. See you later. Why can't I do that? I want to be able to do it like the old days with my license annual pass. Thank you.
Yes, laminated with the photo hot glued on the pass.
Right.
Just like, thank you.
Thank
Like,
you.
Thank
like
you.
Wayne's World. Yeah.
Totally.
Yes.
And the final 2 here, I don't even know what they are. Say goodnight with enchanting spectaculars.
Gotta show the barges.
We know you're out there in social media land not speaking well about Harmonious and enchantment. So we want to make sure that you should end your day this way to find out how magical it really is. Because, not until you experience it. And again, not wrong. They're not wrong to say, don't just listen to the hate. Go experience it for yourself. That is a correct direction, because I'm sure going for the first time, what does Twitter say about Harmonious or enchantment? Oh, it's not like the last one. Maybe we don't have to do that. You don't want that either. You still want to experience it.
Yeah, for sure. I love me some nighttime spectaculars, though. Whatever they are. It's not like, I really don't like the barges. I don't like them during the day. I feel like they could have hidden them and brought them out for Harmonious at night, whatever it is. But it's not like I'm going to sit there and go, ugh, I don't like that. I'm going to like it. I mean, come on.
And lastly, before we get to lastly, because we got 3 minutes, I just want to say, Jen, have you watched the video yet of the house in New Jersey that is basically doing Happily Ever After projected on there? It's over in the Discord. I know you've been ill all week.
I haven't. Oh no. Yeah, I did see that posted and I have not watched it yet, so I need to.
Make sure you check that out.
Yes,
because it's a good one over in Jersey. Someone's about to get shut down by Disney for recreating Happily Ever After on there. I mean, again, don't show Papa Dillo these things. Happily Ever After. We'll have Sorcery in the Sky with an inflatable sorcerer Mickey on our roof next year.
Oh my goodness, he would be so happy.
And finally, Feel the Force in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is the 3rd year.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Because they're speaking to the generation. That's what they're doing. They're like, well, what we can't say, come be part of our world at It's a Small World. They have to do something like this to bring you in.
Come see the classic 1964 attraction of the Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I won't get too cranky about that yet. But at least it didn't say.
They're speaking to you specifically.
Listen, I'm gonna go to every time. I got to go to studios now. You know how hard it was in September, even with one day, to not go. I'm not going to the studios to see Galaxy's Edge today. You know how hard it was.
I know.
So
and we debated it too. We were close. We were thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we saved a couple of bucks by not doing it. But there it is. Those are the 12. It's just an interesting take on one. Is there anything, I think in the chat real quick, as we have 1 minute left, is there anything that you would have added specifically? Should they have added a specific lounge or resort? Should they have said, take the water transportation instead of the monorail? Should they have said, see all the movies instead of attractions,
Where's Jelly Rolls? Jelly Rolls is not on that list. That's something. So I feel like maybe they could have concentrated on lounges or nighttime entertainment a little more if you're going for the adult audience. Not that all adults like doing that, but still, I mean, I think maybe a little more of that instead of come to the park. Go on some rides.
And that's, again, going back, it's not just 12 things that you should do. It's 12 things for adults.
Yeah.
It's adult oriented. So again, me, I was like Star Wars kid growing up. I get it. So that's number 12. But I think it could have zoned in. Disney Springs was a good one, but I wanted to see a little more like that.
Yes.
Take a risk by saying, do a thrill you've never done before, like Summit Plummet. Just to see, what they would have said, because that would you got to spend more money on a water park ticket now. You could have could have gone that way.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, Lexi says should have pointed out more unique things you cannot do with kids. Lewis says little midnight stroll around the boardwalk for sure.
Yeah, it could have been more specific. Like, that's a great one by Lewis. Like, it could be time specific, thing specific, you know, watch the sunset from this point. Like, you know,
it's like when people ask me, what do you love about Disney? And I go, the breeze. You know, that doesn't make sense to everybody, but I get it. A lot of people.
I think the blog, the article is good for someone who's never been, you know, but I think I like seeing, you know, there's no fear in, no worry in me being a little more specific just to see. You never know who you're going to grab by talking about something that someone might not be aware of at all.
Yes, for sure.
Am I officially out of the screen? We're out of the screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, that will wrap up a rare, unique, different edition of a Theme Park Thursday Live here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like the live stream so more people are going to look at it this week. Head over to Dillo's Diz Resort after, where folks at the quiet pool and the balcony levels will enjoy a little post-show chat. We will reveal some more names for the 12 days of Dillo's Diz social media Ohana, which was previously, in previous years, Twitter Ohana. We've expanded.
We're growing up, everybody.
We're branching out, talking to other people besides those on just Twitter. We did it. And we got 2 more to record still. So we're doing fine. More Vlogmas to come. Do we have one for today yet? No. That's why Jen was like, this Theme Park Thursday Live had to be the thing.
Here you go.
Thanks so much for checking this out. We're headed over to DillosDizResort.com right now. Until next time, she's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.